explains is that Jalaja Navalakshani, Stavaraha Lakshavimshati, Pakshinam Dashalakshanam, Chaturvanil Manavaha, etc. So that shloka explains that the total we have 8.4 million species of the living entities. And the question comes, as I said, why only 8.4 million species of the living entities? Here, Krishna explains, because what happens is the chartered accountant, who is basically in the upper planetary system, exactly created 8.4 million species. He saw how many types of desires can exist in a living being. Repeat again, how many types of desires can exist in a living being? And there are 8.4 million desires that can exist in a material world, material bodies. So that's why Krishna decided to have 8.4 million bodies for living to get into that particular body and enjoy it. Again, I just want to make the 8.4 million varieties, not the total population. Each variety has millions. For example, we have take a dog. Dog is one variety. Dog has millions of dogs are there. Fish is one variety. And fish, we have different varieties. Each one has its own population. But the varieties, 8.4 million varieties of bodies are there. And these are based upon the enjoying propensity. There are 8.4 million desires we can exist in the living entities. That's why we have 8.4 million species. And when we come the human form of behavior, only we understand. Dog can understand, right? So, same time, we call that this body is kshetram, okay, shariram. So I would like to refer to one of the, let me go to this one, okay. So then the question comes is, why this chapter, what is explaining about this chapter? What is the explaining chapter? So I'll go to shloka here, which we are supposed to read, that is 13th, 14th, 13th, 14th, okay. So here, if you are able to repeat after me, I would appreciate that. Sarvata pani padam tad.
Sarvata pani padam tad.
Sarvatokshi shiromukam.
Sarvatokshi shiromukam.
Sarvata srutimaloke.
Sarvata srutimaloke.
Sarvam avratya tishtati.
Sarvam avritya tishtati.
Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Everywhere are his hands and legs. Can you repeat after? Everywhere are his hands and legs.
Are his hands and legs.
His eyes, head, and faces.
His eyes, heads, and faces.
He has ears everywhere.
He has ears everywhere.
In this way, the super soul exists.
In this way, the super soul exists,
pervading everything.
pervading everything.
So here, Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita is talking about the how a super soul. We know that the absolute reality can be perceived in three different ways: Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaneti, Sabhyate. Brahman realization, effulgence, all effulgence, everywhere, like sun rays, everywhere. And also, the Paramatma is a localized picture of Supreme Lord, Paramatma. And Paramatma exists in each and every place. Look at that. And this is control. Let us read the purport, then we will go to the cross references. What cross references, okay? Do you have any volunteer? One person, two people I want. One person to read half of the paragraph, next person rest of half of the paragraph. Any volunteers on this call, please?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Go ahead, Mataji, half of the paragraph. Okay? Yeah.
As the sun exists, diffusing its unlimited rays, so does the super soul or supreme personality of Godhead. He exists in his all-pervading form, and in him exist all the individual living entities, beginning from the first great teacher, Brahma, down to the small ants. Their unlimited heads, legs, hands, and eyes, and unlimited living entities, All are existing in and on the super soul. Therefore, the super soul is all pervading. The individual soul, however, cannot say that he has his hands, legs, and eyes everywhere. That is not possible. If he thinks that under ignorance he is not conscious that his hands and legs are diffused all over, but when he attains to proper knowledge, he will come to that stage. His thinking is contradictory.
Yeah, this means that individual soul. Okay, that's fine. You have let us stop. Okay, so as the sun exists diffusing its unlimited rays, so does the super soul. Prabhupada gives very beautiful examples in so many cases. How sun rays, sun globe, sun himself compares Bhagavan, Paramatma, uh, uh, and impulsive Brahman. These three aspects, right? But either you take Brahman realization, his rays exist all over. Paramatma locally exists everywhere. Bhagavan exists everywhere. So absolute reality, the understanding is different, but his presence is everywhere. Okay, and here Prabhupada writing super soul, God, he exists in all pervading form. This means inconceivable. Krishna is infinite. Everywhere he is there. And in him exist all individual living entities. We have seen when he showed his Vishvarupa, when Krishna showed his Vishvarupa to Arjuna, all living entities, chara chara, living, coming and going from it. So that confirms. That's one of the reasons Arjuna requested Krishna to show his universal form, that a people with common knowledge can understand that everybody is in Krishna's existence, beginning from the first great teacher, Brahma, down to all small ants. So it means that Brahma to ant, nothing can escape the activities on this planet. What is that shloka in the 8th chapter? Abrahma Bhavana Loka, Punaravartano Arjuna, Mamupechatu Kaunteya, Punarjanma Navichate. Starting from Brahma to small ants, we all have been subjected to the four activities: Janma Mrityu, Jara Vyadi, Dukkha Dosha, Anudarshanam. We all have to go through that. Okay. So from great teacher Brahma to small ants, there are unlimited heads, legs, hands, and eyes, and unlimited living entities. All are existing in the super soul. Therefore, super soul is all pervading. For example, we can go to some place, put some deity of Krishna, we can offer, thinking Krishna is there, right? And means Krishna hands are everywhere. And when you go to some place, construct a small temple, put Krishna picture, we think Krishna is there, we start giving arati and give prasadam. It means wherever, any place you go, you make a Supreme Lord Hill place and start offering prasadam. And wherever you construct a house, doesn't matter. We go there, we put a small puja room, we put the deity of Krishna, we start giving arati, offering prasadam. So that shows that Krishna is not limited to any place. He is infinite. He is everywhere. Only thing is, we need to have that, what you call, our consciousness elevated, developed in such a way that we can perceive Krishna everywhere. That means the problem is with us, it's not with Krishna. Krishna is everywhere. So I want to go to one shloka from Brahma Samhita, beautifully explains that. What is that? Eighth one. Yeah, just give me one sec. I'll go to 8th shloka in Brahma Samhita here. Explains how, okay, if you look at, if you have read, you can, I love this one. Anyway, if you want, you can read. You can recite after me. Eko piyasau rachajitam jagadanda kotim yachaktirasti jagadanda chayadanta andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. If I go to 8th shloka here, the meaning of 8th one is, look at that. He is undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between potency and the possessor thereof. In his work of creation of millions of worlds, his potency remains inseparable. You know that, right? How these worlds are created, starting from Karnudaka Sai Vishnu, sleeping Karana ocean, when he exhales universes form. When he inhales, universes get destroyed. So one frequency of a breath of Lord Karnudaka Sai Vishnu, when he say universes form. When you say you inhale, universes get destroyed. Look at the frequency of the breath of one Mahavishnu. So the moment he exhales, inhales, universes gets formed, universe get destroyed. It means in one universe, when he says multiple universes, bubbles form. Each bubble is a universe. When he exhales, all universes go same. It means the frequency of breath of Mahavishnu is close to 3.1 trillion years. One Uchvasa and Nichvasa. That is unimaginable to our eyes. That's why he's called, his work of creation, so his potential remains inseparable. No matter what, his potential is inseparable. Everywhere is potential available. All the universes exist in him. Why? When he inhales. And he is present, his fullness in every of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe. Look at that. That is the mercy of the Lord. He expanded a four-handed Narayana form, each and every living entity, atom actually. Andantarastu paramanusayantarastam. So at one and the same time, such is a primary Lord whom I adore, I love Govinda. So this confirms, Shastra confirms, cross references, Krishna is present in each and every atom. It is confirming from this shloka what we are doing, that his hands are there, his legs are there, everywhere they are expanded. That's why wherever you can go, you can have a temple. Wherever you can walk, you can see Krishna there. You can immediately contract a small room and put a picture giving Arati Prasad. I mean, Krishna is there. You go to some other place, you can do that. So it means that the potency and existence of the Supreme Lord is everywhere, and we should feel with our devotional service. That's what its meaning is. Inseparable. Okay, all pervading. The all pervading. Super soul is all pervading. Exists everywhere. The individual soul, however, cannot say that he is hands and legs. As an individual soul, Kshetrajna means soul and super soul. The difference between soul and super soul is one is finite, other one is infinite. One is limit, other one is limitless. It's like compare with the ocean with a drop of water in the ocean. Drop of the ocean of the water has same characteristics, but drop of ocean can easily dry by the temperature, heat temperature. Whereas the whole ocean cannot be dried because it's huge. Same way, Atma and Paramatma. The individual soul, however, cannot say that he has his hands, legs everywhere. That is not possible. I cannot say, I'm sitting here, I can also sit in another room. No, that's not possible. If he thinks under the ignorance, not conscious, and so knowledge. So that is, if he thinks falsely, that is a contradictory. We cannot think that I am, when we are here, one story when Lord Narada Muni entered Dwarka, went to Dwarka to take the darshan of Lord Sri Krishna. So, and we know that Krishna had 16,108 queens in Dwarka, palaces are there. And Narada Muni thought, he may be existing in one place, so it's very hard for him to see where Krishna is. But the beauty is that Krishna can expand it. We know from Brahma Vimochana Lila how he expand himself into Gopas, Gopis, cowherd boys, etc., etc. Same way, when Narada Muni entered, and each house is seeing Krishna. With one gopi, he is taking care of kids. With one gopi, he is doing a marriage of his kids. With one gopi, he is looking the teenagers of the kids. Like that, Krishna is infinite. And there's no, but if we think we are infinite like Krishna, we are unnecessarily putting ourselves into trouble. That's not possible. Okay? Yeah, the second person, anyone can read rest of half of the paragraph. Please, any volunteers?
This means that the individual soul, having become conditioned by material nature, is not supreme. The supreme is different from the individual soul. The supreme Lord can extend his hand without limit. The individual soul cannot. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord has says that if anyone offers him a flower or a fruit or a little water, he accepts it. If the God is far distance away, how can he expect things? This is the omnipotence of the Lord. Even though he's situated in his own abode, far away from the herd, he can extend his hands to accept what anyone offers. That is his potency. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated, Goloka Iva Nivasati Akhilatma Bhuta. Although he is always engaged in pastimes in his transcendental planet, he is all pervading. The individual soul cannot claim that he is all pervading. There, therefore, this verse describes the supreme soul, the personality of God, not the individual soul.
So beautiful explaining that the clear distinction between soul and super soul. If a super soul under the clutches of Maya, he thinks he is present everywhere. That is not correct. His soul, the super soul, is he can stretch his legs, he can stretch his hands. Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, and he can manifest in the earth, and he can put his hands, his legs all the way here because he's the supreme Lord. It's not if you think, okay, and the supreme is different from individual. The supreme Lord can extend his hand without limit. Krishna's hand, it can go as big as it wants. The individual soul cannot. I can only have, my height is 5'5". I cannot expand more than 5'5". I may shrink over the time as we get older. Bhagavad Gita Lord says that if anyone offers me a flower, food, or little water. What is that sloka? 9th chapter. Anybody remember?
Poem.
Yo me bhakta payachati. You give me little water, but I want your love in that one. He accepts it. If the Lord is far away distance, how can he accept it? If Krishna is sitting in the Goloka Vrindavan, if he is not pervading all over, how he can accept it? Can you and me can do that way? Okay, I can sit here, you can put my prasadam in somebody's house, I can eat from here. No, we have limited capacity. But Supreme Lord, just by looking at the glance prasadam Krishna, it's Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti Pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti Ananda chinmaya rasa vigrahasya Govinda Madhurya. So Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti. Krishna can just take prasadam and eat with the hand itself. He can go into digestive system for Krishna from hand. From his eyes, it goes into digestion. You and me, we cannot imitate Krishna. That is Krishna, right? Every part of the other part of the body acts like ears can act like a mouth can act like a ear. Legs can act like a hands can act like a legs. So that's our explaining potency here. This is the omnipotence of the Lord, omnipotence, omnipresence, present everywhere. These are the characteristics of the absolute reality, not the individual souls. Even though he is situated in his own abode, far, far from the earth, Goloka Vrindavan, I don't know how many miles from Goloka Vrindavan here, the supreme topmost planet, spiritual planet, but still Krishna can see everything happening, not only this planet, every creation, in every atom he expanded as Krishna. That is Krishna. Krishna means present everywhere. His potencies are unlimited, inconceivable. Krishna's potencies are. I think you know the story. One time, what happens? The Ananta Leva, Ananta, you know that Ananta Shesha? You all know that, right? The Ananta Shesha. Ananta Shesha, one time what happens? He was given a job, Ananta Shesha. They said, Ananta Shesha, you have to carry all these planets on your foots. We know that, right? We know that Ananta Shesha carrying and constantly glorifying the Lord. And Ananta Shesha said, no, how long I have to carry? There's going to be so much weight. It's going to be painful for me. Then Lord Brahma says finally, what you can do is, you can hold on all these planets on your foots as long as you glorify Lord. And once you have done the glorification of the Lord, you can take it and put aside. Then Antasha thinks, okay, Lord names also, maybe 100, 200, I can immediately done with it. But what happens is that when Antasha starts glorifying the Supreme Lord, and is still glorifying now because Krishna's names are infinite. They will be never exhausted. Why? Krishna is infinite. That's a challenge. And once Lantasha keep on glorifying the Lord, and his thinking is going to be about, one book over, second book over, third book is over. Books are keep on coming, purification of Krishna. That shows how infinite the Supreme Lord is and how finite we are. But though we are finite, mystical, Krishna is responsive to our actions. Even small amount of work we do for Krishna, he notices that. He notices that. That's the beauty of Bhagavan. We think, hey, Krishna is not watching, let me not do this one, let me not chant today 16 rounds. No, Krishna notices who is chanting my glories, who is occupating my devotional service. He notices because he is infinite, he's a God. He knows everyone, past, present, and future, he knows. But with our limited intelligence, we think we are the super intelligent people. That's a problem we have. We think we know everything. We know everything. We try to underestimate Krishna, the Supreme Lord, gods of the gods, Deva Deva, Krishna, he knows. And that's why he's present in every living entity out of his causeless mercy. And here, in Brahma Samhita, it says, Golo Kayeva Nivasi Akilatma Bhuta. I think there's one shloka in here also. So, there is one shloka. I don't know which number it is. I get confused when it comes in the numbers. Anyway, so that is how Krishna's energies are infinite. Okay. And in the purport, Prabhupada beautifully also saying that here, that he's always engaged in the pastimes in his transcendental planet. He's all pervading. See, Krishna, Nitya Leelas. Krishna's pastimes are Nitya Leelas. What's the meaning of Nitya Leelas? So, Nitya Leelas means Krishna's pastimes are happening in the Goloka Vrindavan. No doubt about that. That is going 24/7. And also, Krishna's pastimes are happening on each and every planet. I said, when Kaunadaka Sai Vishnu is sleeping and he exhales in multiple universes form. When we exhale, how many, if you look in terms of bacteria and germs, millions of, like that, when Krishna exhales, he's creating multiple universes. Each universe, the pastimes of Krishna are going on. In one universe, Lord Narasimha Bhagavan avatar is there. In one, Lord Rama avatar is there. One Vamana avatar is there. In one place, Mahabharata war is going on. In one place, he is killing Hiranyakashipu. So this is called Nitya Leelas of Lord Sri Krishna. All the planets, these are happening. They're happening. Multiple universes we have. In every universe, something or other of that's called Nitya Leelas of Lord Sri Krishna, apart from happening in Goloka Vrindavan. So that shows inconceivable potencies of Lord Sri Krishna as well. Okay, and by the way, what are we learning by this reading 11th chapter, 12th chapter, 10th chapter? What is our take-home message? What we are supposed to do? Individual soul cannot claim that is all pervading. First of all, we should understand we are limited. Okay, we are limited, and we are subjected to 3 modes of material nature. Okay, therefore, this was described the Supreme Soul. Krishna is infinite, the personality of Godhead, not the individual soul. We try to lord over the material nature. We think we are the Krishnas. No, that doesn't work out that way. End of the day, as long as the world is moving according to our desires, we'll think I am the king, I am the best. It's my hard work, I am working so hard, I'm getting this. We ignore completely Krishna. When the things turn around, a small thing in our life turns upside down, immediately think, so what's happening? Why happened to me only? Me only? What is, I'm chanting 60 rounds, we start questioning Krishna. But as far as the world smoothly going on, Krishna is not giving any hiccups in life. We think we are Krishnas. We think we are the controllers of this nature, which is totally ridiculous. Krishna explains so beautifully. Okay, that's why I want to give one shloka from Mukundamala Sutra. I love Mukundamala Sutra, what he is telling about this body. Okay. And if you have time, can everyone recite this shloka? I love this shloka very much. Okay. And you can unmute and read shloka. I can recite, you can recite after me. Very beautiful shloka. Idam shariram parinama peshalam.
Idam shariram parinama peshalam.
Patati avashyam satasandhi jarajaram.
Patati avasyam sata sandhi jarjaram.
Kim aushadam prachasi mura durmate.
Kim asadam prachasi mura durmate.
Ramayam Krishna Rasayanam Shiva.
Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piba.
Yes, Prabhupada actually wrote Mukundamala Sutra so beautifully. I'll read the translation. This body beauty is fleeting, and the body must succumb to death after its hundreds of joints have stiffened with old age. So why, bewildered fool, are you asking for medication? Just take the Krishna's elixir, the one cures that never fails. So beautifully telling. Idam shariram, this body, parinama peshalam, is going to get destroyed anyway one day. So the parinama means subject to transformation. As I said, shariram means subject to that parinama. Peshalam, which is attractive, but it's going to go anyway. Patadi avashyam is going to inevitably fall down. Satasandhi jarajaram. We have so many bones. Lose. As we lose, we try to tight the medicine, this medicine, that medicine. We go to Google, how are you going to look young, this, that. Satasandhi jarajaram. There is a Rajdhani Express between Delhi to Bombay. Am I correct? Anybody Delhi wala, Bombay wala? Rajdhani Express. And Rajdhani Express cost is 3 times the normal train. Then I asked my folks, why it is 3 times? This is, it goes very fast, but it goes very fast. 24 hours it reaches Bombay to Delhi, because when it goes so fast, all its nuts and bolts will become loose. Then the mechanics have to come again tight for the next. That's why they pay money, because labor is expensive. They come in. Same way, our body is also made of all the nuts and bolts. And we work so hard in our life, morning and night, and all this becomes loose. Then we look for a medicine. So how I'm going to, which hospital I'm going to go and repair my body. But Krishna here, Kulashekara Alva telling, Kim aushadam prachati moda mate. A fool, what medication you are looking for? Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piba. You know that? I think more words are Niramayam, means without antar, without gap. Krishna Rasayanam. Take the name of Krishna. Piba, drink the Aushadha of Lord Sri Krishna, and you will be. And with that, he writes one more sloka. I just want to quickly round up here. With that, what is the use? Look at that. O tongue, please constantly chant the mantra composed of Sri Krishna's names. This is the only mantra for destroying all enemies. The mantra worshipped by every word of the Upanishads. And the mantra that uproots samsara chakra. The mantra that drives away all the darkness of ignorance. The mantra for attaining infinite opulence. We all look for opulences. The mantra which gives opulence. Why no infinite opulence? Because Krishna has 6 opulences. We go to a person who has opulences, he can give opulence. If you go to a poor man and ask money, he cannot give money. Krishna has 6 opulences, 100%. Swayam Bhagavan. Parasam explains. Aishwaryasya samagra virasya. Then one more, I don't remember the other part. So 6 opulence, 100%, perfect, infinite opulence. The mantra for curing those bitten by poisonous snake of worldly distress. We're all in the distress, morning to evening, so many things in our life. And the mantra for making one's birth in this world successful. Prabhupada writes, the success of our life depends upon how we please Krishna. Prabhupada talking on the Bhaktivedanta Manual in 1971 is giving on the Radhastami day, he's talking, and he said that only one purpose of human form of life is Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. Bhagavatam Shloka. Samsiddhir Vishwakasena Sadayo Na Utpayeti Datim Samayaivahi Kevalam. If you are doing anything which is not related to Krishna, the donkey's work, purely donkey's work. But if you take this mantra, making birth in this world is successful. And here, just want this line, okay? A mantra is a sound vibration that delivers the mind from illusion. When a person chants mantra considering of the Lord's names, his mind is freed of distress and he comes to the state of transcendental peace in God consciousness. Of all such mantras, however, the one King Kulashekara recommends as Krishna mantra. In other words, one composed of Krishna's names. One of them is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which Lord Chaitanya chanted and which the Upanishads proclaim the best mantra of Kali Yuga. Like let us chant all of us together one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Look at that. Iti Shoda Shakam Namam, Kalik Kalmashanashanam, Nata Paratara Yopo, Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. These 16 names composed of 32 syllables are the only means of counteracting the evil effects of the Kali Yuga. You know, if you want to, we go to some mantra, yantra, ye ho raha kya karna, ye ho raha kya karna, this, you know, graha, ye graha, shani graha, this, all grahas are under the influence of Krishna. Just this one mantra counteracting the evil effects of Kali Yuga. After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion of this age so sublime the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. This is explained by Kalisandara Upanishad. Dear devotees, the all purpose of this knowledge, what we are learning these things is how should we become the devotees of the Lord. Okay, even in the Hindi, if you look at this shloka, there are a lot of qualities are being given: humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, acharya-upasana, bona fide acharya. All these, we don't have to try to develop each one. Okay, how I am going to develop humility, how I am going to pridelessness. So it is a very difficult. Once you take up this Maha Mantra, these will automatically comes to you naturally without any separate endeavorment. That's a powerful Maha Mantra. Because sometimes we try to acquire this, then only I chant Maha Mantra, that doesn't work that way. Chant Maha Mantra, these qualities already manifest. Prabhupada writes, a person who is, you know, devotee, all demigod qualities will manifest. This is what it is. So this is how Kulashekara Alvar explains so beautifully. If you get a chance, you know, I love to read Mukundamala Sutra so beautifully. Prabhupada, all these are purpose from Prabhupada. Okay. So yeah, I'll stop here. Again, thank you very much. And I would like to open a session for any additions or any comments. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We're all in the call. Are you able to hear me? Hare Bol.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare.
One person say yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
sir.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Thank you. I was not on the mute, right? We were able to hear what I was speaking.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jagadish. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Jagadish Prabhu, for Brahman Diksha also. By
Thank
His
you,
Holiness
Prabhuji.
Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj.
Your blessing, Prabhu. I started journey from your home, so I reached till this point.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Also, Jagdish Singh Prabhu and Madaji got second initiation. Also, Puneet Prabhuji got first initiation.
Yes, Puneet Prabhu, thank you.
Paramananda Chaitanya Prabhu.
Yes.
Oh, this
Hare
is
Gaur,
Paramananda.
Chaitanya Prabhu, yes.
Oh my God, thank you, Prabhuji. I was thinking, you know, who is Maharaj leading my class? Oh, your name is so, looks like a spiritual master, Paramananda Acharya, like, you know.
Mercy of Guru Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
Just pray for me.
And
Prabhuji.
also Sundar Prabhu also got
Yes, second initiated, yeah. Correct.
So that's wonderful that our devotees and communities, you know, the communities are wonderfully engaging. So nice. So let us also, you know, Prabhuji and you know, Jagadish Sinha Prabhu, Mataji, everybody was very much attending this class every evening, and nicely that it all shows that, you know, Krishna's mercy flows to such devotees. That within short time, you know, by Krishna's mercy and Guru's mercy, that it's connected to, you know, the Parambara, the system, Gaudiya Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna's mercy and Gauranga Prabhu's mercy. So this shows that this exemplifies and shows that this is not just a philosophy.
Correct.
This is a real,
Absolutely. Theory and practice both we
devotion,
follow.
real path of devotion. So this works in everybody's life in terms of realization and experience and feelings of more closeness to Krishna. So let's all together say Hari Bol to all these wonderful devotees that took a wonderful path to take a shelter of Guru and take shelter of Krishna. So let's say Hari Bol 3 times. Hari
Haribo.
Haribo.
Haribo. Haribo.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Jai.
Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
wonderful, and many more devotees are there. They all should take initiation. Don't wait for okay. Whenever the opportunity comes, just get it. No matter what,
Absolutely.
everything else will follow. Sometimes we have this kinds of hesitation. Oh, can I go and take? And what would happen? What would my friends will tell us? What would my family would tell us? All those things. No, don't worry about any of those things. Just take it, get the initiation as early as possible, and take shelter of Guru and Krishna, and dedicate and fix in the Krishna consciousness. That's the only path. That's what it is all meant for. The object of the knowledge is Krishna. So all this is for Krishna. We are in the close association of Krishna. So it's guarantees the liberation, it guarantees the attainment of Krishna, it guarantees the association of Krishna. Nothing else is important in this world. Nothing else is that can give anything in this world unless this wonderful process of bhakti under the shelter of Guru and Gauranga and Krishna. So we are seeking that mercy from Guru and Gauranga and Krishna. So we are Das, and also very important to understand. Sometimes many devotees have this habit. When we address devotee, we address Prabhu. When we address ourselves, we are Das. And we are always to have that consciousness of Das in all respect. And so humbly, we should always, sometimes people get first initiation, second initiation, they thought, this is it, that's it, nothing else. And this is called initiation, this is called means beginning of devotion. It's just a beginning of devotion, and we have to go long way to go. Long way to go. So this decides how far we have to go. It depends on our dedication, determination, and devotion. Or 3D. We have to always have 3D vision for everything, especially in bhakti. So 3D vision is nothing but dedication, determination, and devotion to the Supreme and Lord and devotees. Never think that I am heard initiation, so now it's done. The name, the Disha name now. No, this is just the beginning of it. Always remember and continue that devotion with such a humility and humbleness. And it's very important, humility and humbleness, that always ready to serve. Now here is a test actually. Here is a test that comes to us. Are we progressing? So this progressing, the measurement of progress is nothing but how humble we are, how we are ready to serve devotees, how we are ready to serve devotees, how we are dedicated, we are serving Srila Prabhupada and Krishna and community and the people in general. This all is a test actually. So that's the way, there is a measurement, there is a measuring points, so that we can see that there are some people, they 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, just like that. They don't make any progress. So we have to, everybody has a responsibility to take up this Krishna consciousness as well as to give others the Krishna consciousness. So unless we progress in bhakti, we cannot give this to others. So we have to, everybody should be very careful about this process of devotion and very focus on it. And then Krishna is always there. Krishna is always gives that such protection. Krishna says, Mahatmanam stamam partha, devim prakriti masradaha. Now this is our opportunity to get into that devim prakriti, the nature of Krishna, not the material nature. Spiritual nature. Devim Prakriti is nothing but a spiritual nature. Those who are in the spiritual nature is under the sarva, under the protection of Krishna. So it's a science, it's a transcendental science and very, very powerful. Always remember and continue the service very sincerely, humbly, and with the selflessly to please Krishna, not for us, to please Krishna. Thank you for your wonderful dedication. Very, very uploaded. Thank you so much. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Anybody has regarding the class? Any questions you have?
It was very nice class. Govardhan Prabhuji covered he refers with Bhagavatam also. We used to do morning class.
Yeah.
Purpose of the human life.
How many years? Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu?
What is the Prabhu?
How many years the Bhagavatam class in the morning?
I think probably 6 years, 7 years now.
Yes, 7 years. Right. Yeah, this is called dedication.
We go from 5:45 to 6:25.
This is called 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and devotion. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And so many devotees and Govardhan Bhakta, not only Bhagavatam class, Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu conducts the Bhakti Risha for how many years now? 12 years, 13 years?
Yeah.
Every week. And so many souls. And by the devotion and selfless service, bring lots of soul to the Krishna consciousness. That itself is a very, this is called Bhagavat. And devotee's life itself is a example. And how to fix ourselves in Krishna consciousness. That's the responsibility of each and every one of us. Each and every devotee has to do this. And then that's what Srila Prabhupada wanted. Each and every devotee take up this Krishna consciousness and give it to others, some way or other, and use your life like that. So this helps a lot. Thank you, Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu. Such a wonderful class. So simply and nicely explained and everybody understand well. That's very good. Okay, anybody?
I'm one of the example. I started the journey from his home.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, I remember that. Yes, in the beginning, you were there with Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu's Bhakti Risha, right?
Yeah.
Also, you used to attend the Mangalarati at Dattatreya Prabhu's home early times. Over there, and yeah, very wonderful.
Prabhuji, we are so much at the mercy of senior devotees, like Govardhan Prabhu, you, and so many other Bhakti Vriksha leads who have been doing this wonderful task, instructing us, giving us the knowledge. And even, same credit goes to you as well, because I think it's almost been 14 years, 15 years when we started the Bhakti Vriksha.
Yeah, you.
And I still remember you were there in the Maratha, which I think, what was that, center?
MSCC, yeah.
Yeah, when you were starting a Bhakti Vriksha, you were taking devotees' names. And I get to be one of those fortunate souls getting associated with you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all
And
Krishna's mercy.
thanks for being patient. Be more important than anything. I'm not worthy for all this, but yes, Krishna has been kind, so has Guru Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada. All glories. Thank you.
Very nice. And I remember also that His Holiness Gopalakrishna Maharaj also visited Prabhuji's house.
Yes.
And
He
so,
remembered everything,
yeah,
and he spoke to me about. He gave me good time. He spoke to me about things. Yeah, it just was very exuberant experience we had last, 4 days.
wow, wonderful.
Yeah,
I also noticed that Maharaj has a very, what is called a specific space in his heart for you.
yeah, I know. I had experienced that. I was telling Sachi Mataji this afternoon
Yeah.
that we were at the Potomac Temple, and that temple is getting built, and Maharaji was out sightseeing it because devotees wanted him to see and bless them. So I just happened to pass by because I was just going to the parking lot, and he saw me and he asked one of the devotees to call me,
Wow.
and he said that I would like to talk to you. And
Wow.
yeah, he has been very, very kind, very kind.
Yeah, I
I am
noticed.
so blessed.
Yeah. Maharaj has a special space in
No,
Maharaj.
he asked for all of his devotees, I must say, and he remembers very well every minute detail. What we had shared over the time. He remembered that. So bless us, Prabhuji. Bless us. Thank you.
Very good. Nice to hear, Prabhuji. This is wonderful.
And so, Mr. Prabhuji, all the 5 days that Parmanand Prabhu, Chaitanya Prabhu now, he attended all the programs, Mangal Aarti, and so excited.
Look, I was
I
following
was
you, Prabhuji.
witness.
I was following you.
Yeah. This is called mercy.
Yeah, he was like without fail attending Mangal Aarti, helping doing so much.
Thank you, Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu. Don't leave. I think anybody has any questions or anything to ask Govardhan Bhakta Prabhu before he leaves? Anybody has any question? Any comments on the class? Okay. Seems like everybody is well convinced by your class. That's very good.
It could be either yes or no.
It's very good. Very wonderful.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful class.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
So much. And also stay back, and we have a book distribution call today. And so who is this WV? Is
all of us.
No. There is a devotee here. It's known as WE. Can you?
It's me, Prabhuji, Pankaj.
Oh, Hare Krishna. How are you? Good, wonderful. Jai. Yeah. So let's stay back and let's start our